Open the Y-Style Steering Wheel Ambient Light Kit. Inside the box, you'll find the button trim lights, the U-shaped trim light, a secondary control module harness, and the main control module harness. Before starting the installation, make sure the vehicle is completely powered off. Use the release tool to press into the access holes on both sides of the steering wheel to release the airbag. Disconnect the airbag connector and the button connector. Then remove the center steering wheel bolt and take the steering wheel off the vehicle. Next, remove the 4 screws and disconnect the horn wiring harness. Take off the U-shaped panel, then remove the 3 screws and flip the steering wheel over. Remove the 4 rear cover screws pry off the rear U-shaped cover, remove the 3 screws underneath, and separate the front U-shaped trim. Finally, remove the rear steering wheel cover. Remove the 3 screws holding each button bracket in place. Disconnect the 2 button connectors and remove the factory buttons. Remove the 2 screws, securing each button to the original trim piece. Now install the factory left and right button assemblies onto the new illuminated button trim pieces and tighten the 2 screws on each side. Reinstall the buttons onto the steering wheel. Secure both button brackets with the 3 screws. And reconnect the factory button connectors. Route the new button trim light wiring neatly along the factory wire paths toward the center of the steering wheel. Then reinstall the rear steering wheel cover and tighten the 4 rear screws. Next, take the factory front U-shaped trim and carefully cut through the factory plastic weld points to separate the trim from the backing plate. Install the new illuminated U-shaped trim onto the backing plate. Then reinstall the completed assembly onto the steering wheel. Reinstall the 3 screws inside the rear U-shaped cover and snap the cover back into place. Now grab the secondary control module harness. Connect one end to both the button trim lights and the U-shaped trim light. On the other end, attach the 2 wire taps to the factory button wiring. The red tap connects to the red wire, and the black tap connects to the black wire. Use pliers to fully crimp both wire taps into place. Reinstall the 3 bottom screws. Put the U-shaped panel back in place. Tighten the 4 screws. And reconnect the horn harness. Now reinstall the steering wheel onto the vehicle. Carefully organize all of the wiring. Tighten the center steering wheel bolt and reconnect the airbag connector. Before snapping the airbag back into place, make sure all wiring is neatly tucked away and hide the secondary control module inside the upper section of the U-shaped cover. Once everything is secure, reinstall the airbag and verify that the horn functions properly. Finally, move to the driver's door. Remove the red side cover, the mounting screw, and the 2 screws underneath the armrest. Carefully remove the door panel. Peel back the sound insulation and disconnect the factory ambient light connector. Connect the main control module harness in line with the factory connector. Once connected, the steering wheel ambient lights will power on. Reinstall the sound insulation, door panel, armrest screws, side mounting screw, and the red cover. That's it. The Y-style steering wheel ambient light kit is fully installed.